Here's a little gadget that I have made for displaying the VESC data that I care about, and I've been using it with my escapes, but in theory it should work with any other VESC based controller. So let me plug it in and show you what it does. First we have the battery data. There's the battery voltage and the remaining milliamp hours. I used 12S LiPo batteries with a capacity of 8 amp hours. Currently they are almost fully charged with 7968 milliamp hours remaining. This value is based on the VESC Coulomb counter that keeps track of the amp hours discharged. Unfortunately, the counter is reset whenever you power off the VESC. But in this gadget we remember the values and we restore them if you power off the device and power it on again. Also, the counter is automatically reset if it detects that the battery has been fully charged. Then we have this battery indicator. Currently it shows fully charged, but these cells turn empty as the battery discharges. The indicator can be based both on the voltage or the amp hours remaining, or the combination of both, and it can be configured in the firmware how much weight it gives to each of the two values. Down here we have the total distance traveled and the current trip. The trip can be reset with this button if you press and hold it, but currently it's at 0, so let me actually start the board. That way I can also show you this speedometer. So let me run it now. As you can see that the travel distance increases and also the remaining milliamp hours decrease a little bit. And now if we press and hold this button, we can reset the current trip. So it's dimmed first and then it disappears completely and it's reset to 0. Also, all the values are remembered in the microcontroller's EEPROM. So if we, and they are remembered each 100 meters traveled or whenever the motor comes to a stop. So actually, yeah, let me do some more distance. So we have about 40 meters traveled now, and if we power off and now we power on again, you can see that the value has been remembered and restored from the EEPROM. Here's the detail of the gadget. So it has a 2-inch TFT display, and the board is made to copy the dimensions of the display so that it's as compact as possible. The dimensions are about 6.5 centimeters wide and 4 centimeters long, and the depth is about 1.5 centimeters. But it could be made more compact if the display is soldered directly on the board. So it could be about this dimension, so that would be, I think, about a centimeter, a little bit over a centimeter. Now the board itself, it's really simple. It's basically an Arduino on a breadboard, and you could use a regular Arduino Nano or something like that. which would work as well. It would just be a little bit more bulky. So this thing, it just has the Arduino chip, the ATmega328, and then we have these headers for connecting the VESC, and this one can be used for plugging in the USB adapter, and that's used for programming. You can program it as any other Arduino. These headers are for connecting the display, and these ones are just for debugging. Configuring and updating the firmware is straightforward, and you don't need anything special for it. You just need the Arduino ID, and then you plug in the USB adapter, plug the device into the USB port. Then you can change any configuration options in the code. For example, you could change the wheel dimensions or the gear ratio. Click upload. And it's done. That's it. I plan to make this thing open source, and I hope that people will build a few and help to make it better. In the description there'll be a link to an eScale Builders page which will have more details. So if you like the device and you'd like to build one, please check that page for more information.